Good afternoon. I am Adventure Argonaut. This is Darkness Within in pursuit of Loath Nolder. I started streaming it on Saturday and I messed around after the stream bit with the audio levels, so I hope they're better now. And I will eventually get back to Operation Babel, but still have to do some grinding. But let's focus on this Lovecraftian investigation adventure game, which is quite janky in some places, but it is the story does genuinely intrigue me, and I was looking for my opportunity to get back to the game. So, alright. And the streams seem to be working. Okay, let's get rid of this image and open the game. Alright, let's play it cool. So we are here. Let's see. So yeah, we found some letter talked about the murder victim whose murder case we're investigating, Clark Field. He bought some creepy house, and we found Clark's Field Notes, which he wrote prior to his death, part 1 out of 4. So he has more of this stuff. But yeah, we have a key to his house, and we know the address, so I presume that we can go there now. So is this the exit? Yes, creepy tree. Clark Field's residence. It's like initial D. This place welcomes one with a threatening sulk. You reach it by climbing through the serpentine, shady tunnel-like streets where the houses bulge and lean against each other, and the hostile natives peer out of windows and doors furtively. Doors, derp, derp, derp. The interior looks much different and so mysterious. I think I can find something here. Okay, the text was too fast, especially since I was distracted. So let's see. And also, I added some like played around with these gamma corrections. So like here you can see it's much brighter here, but I don't know how much it affects the game itself. Can look in here. Okay, can we go up here? Oh, we can go down there. Okay. What was this? A paper. Pieces of paper and furniture are randomly scattered around. clock stop at 6:55 a.m. Wait, how do you know it's a.m. and not p.m.? Unreadable paper. Why is it unreadable? What's this? I don't see anything. Like, it almost looks like there's gonna be some hidden compartment here. I don't see anything. Maybe there's gonna be something here later. Maybe I have to find like a dead body in the house, and then we have like a more motivation to look around or something. Is that the door opening? Ah, there's the clock. Let me look at the clock, because the sound is very pervasive. Right, is this the front door? No? It's humid in here. Okay, this is not legible. Is this coffee or blood, or is this cum? Oh, next page. Oh. And maybe it was because of this that mankind always tried and is still trying to overcome this obstacle with the help of some hallucinogenic substances. A lot of carvings and petroglyphs show us the signs of mushroom cults that existed thousands of years ago. Understanding the soul metamorphosis demands examination of far more complex and esoteric thought systems together with the asserted theories required by these systems. It is obvious that the soul metamorphosis is not a state that can be achieved simply through the processes of altering the state of consciousness. It appears that from the allusions which were found in some of the ancient texts, the information about the characteristics of the state is insufficient and leads to even more confusion. But again, a consociate point becomes apparent. This is the probability that the hallucinogenic substances, which can be seen in most of the ancient documents, drawings, and carvings, may serve as the key or catalyzer. The most important examples of these can be seen in stories that are told about the secret Eleusinian mysteries and the Kaikion drink, which were used in these rituals. They are very important in this respect. I know there's some ancient Greek stuff. At this point, I want to continue with some examples from the strange and, in some parts, confusing book of the notorious German writer, philosopher, and alchemist Wolfgang Schneider, who lived during the latter part of the 14th century, and because of his radical thoughts about religious topics. So I have no idea if this Schneider is like a historical figure or just invented for the game. So because of his thoughts on religious topics, was burned at the stake when he was 68. This book, that was translated into a language as Eclipse of the Soul, is really hard to find presently, and it is believed that original copies can only be found in certain major libraries. In the book, the parts which deal with a very ancient esoteric belief called Dversahe, that was said to be directly related to metamorphosis of the soul, are particularly interesting. According to the book, in the Dversahe belief, the starting and ending phases of the metamorphosis of the soul process are depicted with the eclipse of the sun. The writer asserted that this belief is based on an ancient oral traditional doctrine, but he also claimed that he had intentionally kept secret sources which led him to this information. The information necessary to research this topic could not be found due to the secretive attitude of the writer. Yet, according to some ethnologists, signs of this kind of belief are present in the world. Another source that the writer used for proving his assertions must be mentioned and cannot be ignored. This source is a series of parchments called Summoning the One Who Lies Beneath. He claimed that the originals had been written in 4839 BC, very precise date, by an Egyptian priest using strange hieroglyphs and some unknown symbols that are not hieroglyphs. He further emphasized that the one he possessed was just a copy of this original brought him from Cairo and might be dated 2200 BC. Okay, not so precise date this time. This parchment could not be found despite widespread searches by contemporary mystics. There is speculation that even if a parchment like this really exists, it probably resides in the collection of some rich occultist. The Summoning the One Who Lies Beneath is thought to be a compilation describing some preparations and rites written by an unknown cult that worship Apep. I think that's like Apophis. I think like Apophis might be the Greek version of the name, like the serpent, evil serpent, I think. And opposed to Maat. Maat is the cosmology of the Egyptians, I think. This is according to some Egyptologists, although there are some who disagree with them. The important thing here is, once again, the allusion to the use of hallucinogens. We know that there were mushroom cults in the Sahara Desert 7,000 to 9,000 years ago, owing to some carvings and petroglyphs. The fact that the texts and the diagrams in the book completely corroborate these historical truths proves that Wolfgang Schneider had written about the summoning of the one who lies beneath may be true. What he had true, okay, may be true. The Eleusinian mysteries were annual initiation ceremonies of the cult. Okay, it's the asterisks of the cult of Demeter and Persephone based on Ulysses in ancient Greece. Of all these mysterious celebrations of ancient times, these were held to be the ones of greatest importance. These myths and mysteries began around 1500 BCE. BCE is to say AD. No, this B. Wait, BC? Here is BC, is BC. Because this is before Common Era and this is before Christ. So they're the same but it's different. Okay, why? Because yeah, CE is Common Era and not Anno Domini. Anyways, later spread to Rome. The rites, cultic worship, and beliefs were kept secret, for initiation rites united the worshipper with God and included promises of divine power and rewards in the afterlife. The kaikion was an ancient Greek drink made mainly of water, barley, and herbs. It was drunk at the Eleusinian mysteries. So it was like some herbal beer. Apep was the deification of chaos and darkness, and thus opponent of light and Maat in ancient Egypt. Apep was seen as a giant snake, crocodile, serpent, or later years, in a few cases, a dragon. Maat was an ancient Egyptian concept of truth, justice, and the American way, order and balance, and also a goddess who was the personification of this concept. Okay. These notes, I guess they're written in a sort of dry way, but I do think they seem like mature, and mature used to mean more than just porn and lewd stuff. Is there like some? Of course, there's a drawer with dark stuff that I can't. Some creepy sound. Oh, a key. There's papers, but I can't look at the papers. Oh, I lost all the pictures. I guess I don't need the rusty key. I don't know, makes me think of Resident Evil. Ah, there's more drawers here that I can actually open. There's nothing here. I guess I don't know. It's weird. I didn't. Should I double check the other drawer? Like, why can I open it? Like, looks like there's a map or parchment, something like that. But the game is still fairly dark. You know, it is called Darkness Within, but it should be within, not without, right? Hey, is this painting? Which way? Western man or whatever. I don't know the name of the painting, but it's associated with statesmen like that online nowadays. Did we come? I think we. Oh, yeah. But no. This way. Wardrobe is locked. Well, we got a key. Okay. Is there something else I have to do to use a key on a wardrobe, or is it just like this? So does it mean this is the wrong key? I presume this isn't the key to open that wardrobe then, or we don't have to open it to begin with. So is this the front door? I believe it is. Let's go this way first. I know there was a door, the stairs downwards, I believe, but let's explore this floor first. And I don't know if it's possible to die or anything, but I guess I should be saving every now and then, especially it's probably possible to crash. House warming, because, you know, I'm making the house warmer. Okay, there's that door. Anything else? There's another door there. Okay, let's see. Can we go in? We can. Some of the rooms, including this one, have been partially restored. Furniture has been placed. Something. It's so dark in some of these corners. Dark corners of the house. Ooh, a rope. Some rope. How dopey. Yes, we have rope. Now we can hang ourselves when we inevitably go mad. Moths to flames. And why are these lights on? Or did we turn them on when we came? But usually lights like these are that. Oh, hint is available about the lamps clearly. Like, you know, you don't, even if you turn on all the lights in the room, like light switches, you have to usually press the, you know, this lamp's switch itself. I guess, you know, it's a game. It would be too much of a hassle if you actually had to turn on the lights by yourself. Yeah, I don't know. We need some more light here. Like a lantern, flashlight, something, because I don't see anything. I can't do anything. To turn back. Ooh, creepy bathtub. See anything here. This is just to be creepy. I am slightly creeped out. There's this weird statue. Are those footsteps or footprints on the ground? On the floor, rather. Can I look at these things? Yes, I can't. It's a bit weirdly selective what stuff is deemed important and what is not. So wait. Okay, this is where it came from. Can we check this desk? Or drawer, or whatever this is. I think the mirror is broken. Doesn't mean we're a vampire yet. Much colder than the other parts of the house. Also, there's lots of moss in this house. Strange. Okay, let's go to the creepy basement later. Let's see if there are other places we can go. How about this? Is this the front door or not? Leave Clarkfield's residence? No. So I guess there's like 2 doors outside, which makes sense in a big house like this. What's this? Door is locked. Okay, well, we have the key. The key doesn't seem to fit. Okay, it gives us this effect, so we can. At least I know how to use keys, so it is like that. There's not some esoteric way of using them. Just have to find the right key. I mean, lock. I are retarded. Darkness within, exploring a creepy house. A note on the back of the photo reads Jonathan and Clark Field. Mr. Field said his brother did not get along. This is the only family picture here. What's this? Creepy painting. It's just too dark to see. Why didn't this guy is supposed to be a detective. He should have brought a flashlight with him. What's this? These are Mr. Field's notes. So my notes were not the complete set. But we knew it. It was 1 out of 4. Alright, we got more notes. A letter written from okay, so this is all the notes. Yeah, this is the second. So this is the 17th of May 2011. For the past 2 weeks, I was out of town because of my job, and when I returned feeling tired, I learned that the restoration had not been completed due to the sounds that some of the workers suggested came from the cellar. Dun, dun, dun. This incident made me really angry, and I immediately obtained a strong flashlight in order to find out what those superstitious vagrants may have been afraid of. My purpose was by using the old rusty ladder to go down and just take a look down there, but it didn't matter how many steps down I took, the ground continued to be concealed in the claustrophobic pitch darkness of the well. So we probably need like some sort of light to go down there. A short time later I noticed the opening of a horizontal tunnel. I entered the tunnel to check it. I don't know how long I stayed in there wondering why and when this worm-like burrow was dug. Is that a Shoggoth tunnel? But when I decided to proceed, I felt that my legs were aching. After moving forward a short distance, I reached a wide chamber which was full of blood-curdling strange statues. On its walls you could see signs of some erased and now, to a great extent, unreadable writings or wall paintings. The air was dominated by some kind of thick, decaying smell which caused me to cough frequently. From the opening of the tunnel, on the right and left walls of the chamber, there were some kind of statues which looked almost alive, so much that just for a second I thought that they would rise and start to walk, which I thought depicted saurian creatures with the bodies of men, lizard men or snake men. There was another figure which seemed to depict a ruler similar to the hybrid statues on the walls, who was sitting on his throne and watching one of these creatures being sacrificed. This scene was depicted with such realism that no one could look at it without feeling a sense of terror. When I got close to the figure sitting on its throne, I noticed that some kind of smoke was leaking in from the gaps that were behind the concrete throne. In fact, this was not easily discerned, because if not for the wind which was blowing the smoke inside, I wouldn't have noticed it at all. I heard some sounds coming from behind those gaps which allowed the wind and smoke to enter. The presence of these gaps made me believe that there may be other chambers below that one. If so, this could be an important archaeological discovery. I jumped with fright on hearing some noises that were certainly coming from beyond the tunnel in the depths of pitch black well. I immediately entered the tunnel, intent on locating the source of the noises. In spite of my strong flashlight, visibility was limited. Though weary eyes, through weary eyes, it may be in a momentary illusion of, or an enormously magnified shadow of a rat being illuminated by my flashlight beam, but I saw, or I think I saw, something moving down there. I jumped with fright because of this, but only later I would realize that thing had shocked me and caused me to wake up from nightmares and listen shivering to the sounds that came from beyond the darkness that like a thick blanket covered the places where merciful moonlight cannot reach. While I attempted to see something with my flashlight within that glutinous darkness, I heard a feeble voice that came from some faraway place calling out something like, "Come!" The voice was very similar to that of Ivar's familiar low pitched voice. Though the effect of that shock, through the effect of that shock, I threw my flashlight into the dense and dreary darkness. With both hands free, I dashed to the cold, damp, and rusty metal ladder, which at that time seemed to me as though it was eons old. While I was climbing up without daring to look down, I caused a piece of the ladder to be broken off and it fell into the pitch darkness. Maybe because of the comforting feeling provided by this incident, I managed to reach the top and get out of that well. The next morning, I woke up in my bedroom, bathed in sunlight. I thought that all these events were just delusions merely caused by excessive weariness and insomnia. I reached another conclusion. Maybe Ivar was right about the restoration. This sort of place has very important features invisible to the naked eye. Hence, I decided to leave the house as it is now. I am not going to make any other further efforts to restore the house. Uh, Hello? Does this mean that he stopped writing abruptly? There's an empty page here. Okay, that was makes me very much go into that creepy dark cellar, right? Reading that. Why is there like a screwdriver here, like invitingly just lying there, but I cannot take it? I hate it when games do that. Alright. Guess we have to go down to the cellar if we can. Let's go down to the creepy cellar. What's this? There is wet shovel with red moderates. Shovel? Ah, okay, this is a shovel. I just saw the pickaxe, but now I can make out. So wet soil, somebody's been digging. But can we take the shovel? Oh, it smells weird here. Could be some kind of incense, strong scent. Maybe somebody was just farting and then it's like, okay, let's do something so we don't have to smell the fart. That's what a serious detective thinks. Messy. What's this? Whistle thingy. So we can't take anything. Number of pots, they contain substances that smell, rue, and harm. What the fuck is harm? I don't know what that word means. Like harm? No, that's Harn. Harn is a fantasy role-playing game. Tabletop role-playing. Electrical panel. Locked. We have a key. Okay, maybe it's better if we don't go down there, but I guess we have to. Creepy place. Oh, is this the well? This must be the well which Mr. Field mentioned in his notes. Strange thing was, child, my father told me stories of wells that can be found in old houses or something. What could be the reason for having such a frightening well inside the house? Some myths tell of a number of houses that with a well inside. I wonder what Mr. Field felt when he saw this. Old lantern seems to work. Oh, can we take it? The rusty ladder looks flimsy. Do I have to get oil for the lantern? How about the rope? My son woke up. I have to go get him here because there's some construction out. Alright, we have returned. Let's try to explore this creepy place and not show my son too much of the sanity rending sights of this game. Well, now it's just darkness and nobody can see anything. Well, maybe I have to try this somewhere else. All the decrepit, I don't think it will support my weight. As well, if it doesn't support your weight, that's where you should tie the ropes. Or maybe not. Where can we... Oh, some pipes. Okay. Yes. Looks very mysterious. It's obvious there's something in which will help my investigation. Okay. Now can we get the lantern? This will be useful. Okay, then. Just for the record, that's something else I hate. Why couldn't we take it immediately there? It's a lantern. Let's do a new save. Into darkness. Right. Will you descend? Will. Oh, we got an achievement. Ladder ends here. No further. The ladder must be drawn here. This guy is quite strong, just hanging the rope like, oh, what's this? It's an alcove or something. I think the ceiling has collapsed recently. That was not mentioned by Mr. Field's notes. There's some gas. There's a gap there, but it's too narrow for me to fit through. I can't see anything ahead of me. It's too dark. I feel a cold draft. Can we use the lantern? I guess we can't. Okay. Okay, let's go further down. I can't climb any further. The rope isn't long enough. Okay. Then... can I, like, light the lantern? Do I have to get oil for the lantern? I wish the game would, like, tell me this basic stuff, because it doesn't look like it's lit. There's plenty of other lanterns in the game, and they are... I don't have matches. Can I combine these? Better change my point of view. Shovel. Oh, maybe it's like... how does this work? So shovel with wet mud and collapsed ceiling, are they related? I can't think of anything. Okay, fine. No hints available. Okay. Can we now go get the shovel and come back? Or maybe we have to have like a warm coat and more light. it says it still works, so I can be light the way. Maybe we should just go back up. Something bad is gonna happen, of course, when we go up. Not yet. This is the harm. I don't know what is harmful smell. I don't think I've ever heard the word before. Strong scent and harmful smell. Fine. That didn't do much. Like, we didn't find much down there. Can we now take the shovel? Get soil on the shovel. We cannot, like, lean low enough to even look at the pickaxe. Pickaxe 2. I choose you. Just wondering, like, is there anything else in the house right now that... Well, let's see, we have the... Yeah. I think there's something behind that blocks it. I think there was a locked door here. Door is locked. Can we actually use this? I think it's the front door keys, or presumably not. Yeah, it doesn't. How about my car keys? That's surely gonna do it. Let's go back to the beginning. Like, can we go still upstairs or something? Is there another floor? There's the... it's not a door. The wall is just like the paneling and stuff. So is there like something here I'm supposed to find? It's just furniture and papers. Oh, what? Did I see an arm? A hand? Did I see it? Did I imagine it? Probably imagined it. This was the bathroom with nothing inside, really. This was the dark. Oh, there's darkness here. Like, can I use the lantern? But I don't think he said, like, this is too dark for me to see anything. Can we use the lantern? There are lights here. Surely I could just move them if there was something. Own book. Hey, there's other people. Arthur, Alan, Irvin. Only 3 friends. That's a bit sad. Can I use a lantern on the moths to summon them? Wait, I didn't go to this room yet, did I? No, I didn't. Very old books. Volumes of forgotten lore. Okay, is there like some book that's special? Guess not. Don't see anything. What's this? Pot looks authentic. It's not a fake pot. It's not actually, I don't know, like a hat that looks like a pot. It's a real pot. It's authentic what? Like a Ming Dynasty pot? Or Cthulhu Dynasty pot? Let's notice about the manuscript. An indication of the strange interest Mr. Field had. Right, nice glass case thingy. What's this calendar? A desk calendar of which some dates have been marked. Dr. Trevor? This day is unmarked. Okay. But we didn't get like a note in our mind for this. What's this? I don't see anything. There's like a statue or something in books. Don't see anything I can interact with. It's the same spot. How about this? Arts library contains books whose subject matter ranges from magic, occult. Majority of them are very old. Magic, occult, geography, and history. Geography. This book looks like it's, sort of highlighted, like I should pull it out and reveal the secret entrance. Ooh, ugly statue. And there's a puzzle. Something. I don't see any. Do I have like something to put there? I can't spin it around or anything like that, or press it. Probably needs something else. Oh, one more notes. What's this? Ledger. Clues. Oh, this notes describes the recordings. Okay, so we have to find some, underline some stuff. In my teenage years, it was my only joy to examine and roam through places where rumors had been spread. Human lifestyle was not for me. I always searched for ways towards the inhuman. I visited old cemeteries full of dread, old ruined buildings, and spent most of my time in these places, which were suffused with the black veil of myths and rumors. One day I bought a sound recorder and started recording environmental sounds of these desolate places where I'd been spending my time alone. Fairly soon, I had a large collection of recordings. Some nights when I couldn't sleep, I used to put my headphones on and listen to those sounds, which seemingly did not belong to this world. When carefully heeded, the sounds almost materialized to be touched. Genius low-key could be heard. When my family's secret treasure trove was discovered by my family because Jonathan blabbed about it, all my recordings were destroyed. Also sad, they forced me to go to a psychologist for 1 year. I can still remember how Jonathan used to call me Google around that time. Anyway, against all odds, I never abandoned this. I think I can say passion. Men never abandon the things that are bound up in their hearts, even if they are suppressed, they never forget. When I was just 22 years old, Jonathan and I became solely responsible for my father's company. I had no time whatsoever for anything else but work. I was so happy when I took over the company from my father. I will never forget that period of my life. Today I bought myself a new tape recorder. As I said earlier, I would never abandon my passion. I can now pursue my interest in a serious and more mature way without the recklessness of youth. Let's see what else. Cassette number 1. Record 001 to 0002. Old and now unused moorland cemetery, Branxton. Branxton is a small old town which was established 18 miles northwest of the city of Wellsmouth. Wait. City of Wellsmouth. And this house has moths and a well. It's like some Mothman stuff. The farms, which are situated whilst going to the north, are as old as the town itself. There are stories which have been told for a long time about a tomb in an old and now unused cemetery called Moorland Cemetery. It is situated right in that old part of Branxton. It is said that some nights strange noises and indescribable, disgusting smells come from within that tomb. Some people who use the rough pathway which passes 150 meters west of Moorland Cemetery relate that they saw some tortuously twisted silhouettes and heard some howling, screaming, and squeaking sounds that they couldn't identify. I started my recordings here at about 2:48 a.m. It was so dark and overcast that it was almost impossible to see the surroundings. I used a small flashlight, but I had to be very cautious because of rumors about some grave robbers who plunder the old graves by spreading all the bones around in a disgusting, inhuman manner. The metallic half-open door of the notorious tomb had some figures and half-reliefs similar to Rodin's The Gates of Hell. It was rusted and hard and started to crumble away, the effects of the passing years. The spacious interior smelled really awful. The cover of the stone tomb was broken and the interior was visible through an opening. The floor of the tomb had collapsed into a wide earth-ground hole. I heard that during a strong earthquake 4 years ago, some parts of Branxton collapsed into underground holes or caves. I think the same earthquake was the reason for the collapse of that tomb. I recorded both the interior of the tomb and buildings surrounding it. Number 30003, in a cave near the Northwood Forest. The whereabouts of this cave, which is located 3 miles away from the notorious Northwood Forest, is not widely known. It is connected to some other caves that form a complex underground network. It is rumored that a lot of people have become lost inside and never returned. Some people claim that they have seen fires inside and heard some sinister sounds coming from depths of the cave at night. And number 4, by the dig in my cellar. Some sounds are coming from the well in my cellar. I don't know what. Is it Yiddish? I don't know what lies beneath it or the reason for its construction. From the top of the well, I used a flashlight to examine the well, but it was too deep for me to see the bottom. The sounds coming from below make me think that there are some animals down there. I believe that it must connect to a tunnel that leads outside somewhere. Record number 5. In my bedroom, for some time I have been woken up by squeaking, trembling, and slight wind sounds whose source I can't identify. Several times, hardly suppressing my fear, I roamed the house but couldn't find anything out of the ordinary. It said that in houses dissolved, these noises are common. I guess I just have to get used to it. Number 6 and 7, 0007. In the well, I decided to examine the well because the workers I hired for restoration left the job half done due to some sounds they claimed to hear from within the well. The rusty ladder that I hadn't dared brave before was my only avenue. I bought a strong flashlight to inspect the interior, but I decided to record some sounds down there, but I could only record some sounds in the room that the tunnel leads to. When I listened to the recordings later on, I noticed some defects. There were some deep noises, rumblings, and rumbling on every recording. I think that the dirty and choking atmosphere of the well caused my recorder to malfunction. Number 8 to 10. In Ivar's place, I had an opportunity to make recordings in the worm-eaten place which Ivar and some other friends of his are using as a meeting place. When I told Ivar that I wanted to make some recordings, he preempted me with a strange, disturbing smile on his face by saying that he was sure that I would succeed in making great recordings. The building, which seems so strangely strong when showing the signs of rottenness all over, made me feel very uneasy. Christopher T. Dredden, one of the 3 men in that meeting apart from Ivar and me, told me that this place was built by an unknown witch. I couldn't be sure as to whether he was being serious due to the sardonic smile perpetually on his wizened, thin, long, and pale face while he spoke to me. How creepy. It's like there's pee and there's creepy. It's a creepy kind of pee. So anything else? Oh, books up here. Like, why can I look these places when there's nothing here? It's just like they're so proud of the graphics, so they want you to have a good look. Oh, a phone. There's paper, laptop or something. See, why can I don't see anything to interact with. Fine. Ow, ow. Ooh, a mask. Cardboard and mask, one of many displayed. Evidently, Mr. Field had an interest in these. He liked masks. Maybe he liked the Jim Carrey movie, The Mask. Or the 80s children's cartoon with masks and funny vehicles and stuff. I don't remember if it's Mask or The Mask. I think it's just Mask. Ooh, more masks. These look very threatening. Yeah, this is that. Old books, forgotten law. Don't see anything else here. I can't do anything with the clock. Right. This is the bed. Okay. Yeah, we read this stuff already. Wardrobe is locked. I guess we cannot open it because we don't even get the prompt to try. So maybe it's just, yeah, the wardrobe is gonna be locked. So I thought this was where we came from, but I guess we came from down the stairs. Okay, now I sort of feel like there's probably something I've missed. Maybe I can try to check some other places. I'd probably have to come back here. Let's see what. Loath, Nolder's office, my house, my office. Let's go check out my office. Be mine, promoted to police detective. Yes. Is there anything here? Anything interesting? Can we? No hints available. I think last time we basically got the pictures to Loath Nolder's apartment. Files. They're not X files, not even Z files or B files, they're just files. Alright. Nothing there really. How about my house? Let's go back here. My apartment where I have resided for a long time. I'm not staying here merely because of its low price, but for the silence that I prefer. Only poor people and artists live in places like this. In quiet places, really? Oh, yeah. Well, this looks quite poor. Oh no. Wait, okay. That's. It would be really nice to have like some prompt saying like, oh, this is the front door, this is the toilet, and so forth. Fellowplex. So yeah, we have stuff here, but we cannot take any of it. Oh, we can take a leak. Probably missed that last time. Very important. Can't show that in a TwitchCon. What is this thing? Well, I can't take them anyways. Ah. Oh. And guess this thing, Rubaiyat. Oh, one of my favorite. What? What did he say? I thought he's not gonna say, so I clicked. One of my favorite books of poetry. Okay, I guess he's a poet. I don't know Rubaiyat. Any messages? I and my knight. Marks? What? Okay, yeah, these are poem stuff. Yeah, I did read some of this last time, but not all of them because there's like million poems.
No new messages.
No new messages. Can we listen to radio? Oh, we can. One of the paintings. So one of the paintings of the young and infamous painter Harry Wilcox was my friend last year. He died in a tragic car accident. I used to say that he had a bright future ahead of him. That's understood. Okay. Feels like I'm stuck. In my clothes and some other things here, nothing of interest. Nightmare, just an adhesive trip. The drop to the night girl sees you sleep. The painting always reminds me of the poem. Okay. Yes, I should, because it's probably some pixel I've missed or something. So I'm gonna check a walkthrough. Darkness within walkthrough. Probably have to go back to the creepy house. Oh yeah, now I remember. Of course, there was a note in the house that I had to underline. Completely, I forgot. I didn't even have to check yeah, I had. Didn't even have to check the. I suddenly remembered, like, wait, wasn't there like something that I had to? So which way is it? This way. Yes. So I was just, reading this thing. Yeah. All right. In my teenage years, let's see, is it relevant? Is those who survive the recordings of Mr. Finn? I search for the ways of the inhuman. For the sound recorder, maybe this matters, like if we can find the recorder. No. Started to record environmental sounds. Nope. Fairly soon I had a large collection of recordings. Sounds so much materialized and dialogue appear. Because I don't know what the game wants me to highlight. My secret treasure was discovered by my family. All my recordings were destroyed. They forced me to go to a psychologist. Well, yeah, this, like, if you can find out who the psychologist is. Okay, call me Ghoul. I never abandoned this. I was just 22 years old. Okay, feels things changed when he took his father's company when he was 22 years old. Okay, I brought myself a new tape recorder. That's probably not so important. Nope. Okay, let's see the next page. Oh, yeah, I have to. Okay. Ranks. Farms which are situated. Moorland Cemetery. Okay, that's probably relevant. No? No. 150. How about the time? When you started recordings? No? Rumors of grave robbers who plunder old graves. But this Serious 2 had figures. It smelled really awful. Well, it smelled something down there in the basement. I guess that's not so relevant then. Whereabouts of this cave is... Okay. That might be relevant. Nope. It's connected to some caves that form a complex underground network. No. Some sounds coming from the well. I believe it must connect to a tunnel. Nope. Sometime I've been woken up by squeaking. That doesn't sound very relevant. So yeah, they heard some sounds in the well. There were some deep noises and ramblings every recording. Oh. No. This is like, what does the game want? What does it find relevant? Okay, the name, Christopher T. Dredden, that's probably relevant. Yes, someone got this. It was also Mr. Fields. Hidden clue. Okay, that was a hidden clue. Unknown witch. I'm just gonna check the walkthrough since I don't know. I feel like I've underlined every relevant point, and because like the game wants me to find the clues in a specific order, which is just BS usually. Yes. Parkfield's residence. Okay, now I'm in the correct. Yes. Okay, when you're done, there's a document of so big you can read the details several recordings of Parkfield. On the last page, an underlined name Christopher Dredd, this will give you a clue we need. Okay, so the game is in. I mean, the walkthrough is in advising me to even find anything else. There are more clues here, but okay. Let's still. I sort of want to find them all if I can. But even the walkthrough doesn't seem to care about the other stuff. So ghoul is not important. 150 meters. Fine. I guess that was the clue we needed. But yeah, I still have no idea what to do after this. So we go to the. According to the guide, we have to go to the cellar. Well, I've been there, so let's see if I missed something. Okay, so there's some cloth. Is this one of the Sherlock Holmes games? No. Welcome to stream HNS 007. No, this is Darkness Within. This is, I guess, sort of similar, but this is some sort of like H.P. Lovecraft inspired investigation game. This was the cellar, right? Here there's some cloth hanging, or is the other room? So there's the smells and stuff here. I have played some of the Sherlock Holmes games though. They're pretty good, but quite difficult. Oh, okay, it's just the door. No. Where is the cloth I'm supposed to find? No, it should be in this room somewhere. Okay, so it's beside the door. Oh, here. So, okay. This one. Stained piece of fabric, some kind of slimy substance. Okay, so that's relevant somehow, I guess. Okay, yeah, I think there's supposed to be something still down here. Should be, Oh, okay. There's a digital organizer here. It probably belongs to Mr. Field. Must have dropped it here. Okay, that's creepy. I guess we should leave. That's probably a smart idea. I better lock the door. Yeah, that's good. I was thinking about it. Can we lock the door? Alright. Monster chase. So I presume we could have died there if if I had been too slow. That's probably what would have happened there. Yeah, I guess we should leave. Probably have to leave this place. What the what? So, so is the monster chasing after us or something? Well, I saw some. I'm paralyzed with fear. I don't feel so well. I need to rest. So I guess we are supposed to go home. Yes, it's automatic. It didn't ask if you want to go or where do you want to go. What was that I experienced out of Syria? I was influenced by the things described in the notes, the things that blah blah blah. I have severe headache. There's something in the air in Mr. Field's residence. It makes me feel dizzy. Something. There was something in the air that night. Stars so bright. Fernand. No. I really hated all the doors look the same, and then the game sort of teleports you. It's like, am I at the door where I came from, or the door I'm supposed to go? I feel so tired. See, can I adjust the text speed? Dialogue speed, I guess slow. Yeah, okay, because it's a bit too fast. At last, I will rest. What's going on? Somebody at the door. could it be? Who's knocking at my door? I don't remember turning the radio on before I fell asleep. Then do I have to turn it off? Save. Knock. What? Someone's knocking on my door. Well, you were slow. Where is he? He left, probably. It's dark. What's happening? Outside it seems so quiet, there's no light other than moonlight. We can't use items. Hey, anybody there? Strange, I didn't hear knocking at my door. Didn't I hear knocking at my door? The lights are out except for the one in front of my door. I think there's a problem with the electricity. And what is that weird sound coming from beyond the darkness? And then I guess we have to go back. I guess it was nothing, and then there's gonna be a deep one on my bed. What's happening to the radio? I hear someone talking. Again? Who is it? It's Cthulhu. Like, hello, I'm calling. What's going on? I don't understand. The kids are having fun. Is this a joke? Yeah. It's darker here than before. It's not real. And that weird monotonous sound is louder now, and it sounds like a slowly beating heart. I'm starting to feel afraid. What's the meaning of this? Or is this just a dream? No, technically it's a video game. What's happening? What's that? Oh
God!
Is it Nyarlathotep, the black man or whatever? Wellsmith State Hospital, November 6, 2011.
Listen, I need to ask you something about him. He woke up several times during the night. Each time he claimed there was some kind of creature sitting on his chest, preventing him from fully waking up. Does he suffer from nightmares or any other kind of problems?
I'm not really sure what you mean.
I see. It's probably nothing. Stress, most likely, brought on by pressures of work combined with not enough sleep. You're his friend. When he gets out of here, tell him to take a break. A long break. He needs it.
The doctor. He sounded British. I think we're in America. Day 2 after hospital observation, November 8, 2011. Oh, is that us on the
What's
bed?
happening to me?
What's happened?
I've been suspended from my police job until further notice. The doctor told me I've suffered a nervous breakdown. They told me I woke up everyone in my apartment building 3 nights ago with my screaming. I don't remember that happening. What's wrong with me? These dreams I keep having. They seem so real. This case. There's something about it. I feel connected to it somehow. But why? Maybe if I could solve it, I could understand some of the other things that are happening to me. I'm not at home at the moment. Please leave your message after the beep.
Hi, Howard. I just called to ask you if everything's all right. You had a breakdown, you know. You've got to get some rest, mate. I will call you again, mate. Look after yourself. See you soon.
Okay, can move. I'm gonna save, and I guess I have to end the stream here though. But hey, we did get somewhere. Crazy. But yeah, I do like the atmosphere of the game. It's pretty good. I guess the main problem seemed to be just, you know, spot hidden. But anyways, I'm Adventure Argonaut. I thank you for watching, and bye bye.